Hey, what's going on, gang? Good afternoon. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this. Thanks for being here. My name is Alan Cox. Fist bumps. Say hi to Bill Squire, who's right over there.
Hey, creepy hugs, everyone. Thanks for listening to and watching this episode of the Alan Cox Show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share a cold one with the boys.
Mary Santora is here, too.
Hi, guys. No babies.
And Poundcake's back behind the glass.
I am. Afternoon, white people. Happy Friday.
It is a Friday. It is July the 22nd. 72222. And the 226th birthday, the city of Cleveland, Ohio. You ever heard of Cleveland, Ohio?
Hey.
Nope.
Doesn't look a day over 400.
Man,
So
you drive. Man, our downtown just needs to be more hustle and bustle.
It's about to be once we're down there.
Once we're down
bring
there.
the hustle and the bustle.
I'll tell you what, we are almost 1 year delayed in being downtown in our new studios. Even by my own admission, I was so excited when they first announced this about a year and a half ago that I fully believed we would be in there when they told us we were going to be in there. Even if you were downtown, you saw that they wrapped the windows. Fall 2021, right? They told us we were going to be in there October of 2021, and it seemed to everyone but me utterly ridiculous that would happen on time, right? Just any construction project is going to have innumerable delays and
Especially
supply
coming out of a
chain
pandemic,
issues,
yeah.
sure, but I was trying to be glass half full. But as we creep toward 1 year later, we're not down there yet. I thought that I started planning for the 226th birthday of Cleveland, Ohio. I started planning so long ago because I thought we'd be in our new studios downtown. I had a lot of fanfare planned that has gone. Do you know how costly and time-consuming it is to plan fanfare?
No.
Oh, I don't want to get into it. I'll just bore you to tears. But I had so much fanfare planned.
Like what?
Just stuff. I mean, it's not.
Glitter.
Give us examples?
Yeah, well, I had brand new
Confetti?
brand new Alan Cox Show "Cleave Me Alone" stickers made that we were going to pass out right there on the sidewalk, and we were going to be because our new studio is going to have that street side studio, and so we'd be just quadruple pane glass between us and the audio. We were going to serve flaming Cuyahoga River shots and the whole bit. Yummy.
Gross.
Oh, come on. It's delicious. And, get people a little skunked up on that.
It's actually where you just dip shot glasses into the river, set it on fire, and then instead of getting drunk, you get diseases.
You can't set it on fire anymore. It's no longer flammable.
Well,
they make
it
a
is.
big deal about that. No longer flammable.
We add a little spice.
Spice. We had some
Flammable spice.
flammable spice. She's
So like
talking about
butane.
butane. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a drink I made. It's Aquavit and Canfield's 50/50 grapefruit. It's, oh man, it's going to.
Sounds great.
I had a whole thing planned for right there downtown. It was called the Pubic Stare at Public Square. It was going to be a crotch staring contest to celebrate.
Naked or clothed?
Dealer's choice.
Oh.
It was going to be all to celebrate the 226th birthday of Cleveland, Ohio. But whatever. If you have never taken a walk through the Cleveland, Ohio Wikipedia page, by the way, you absolutely should. I mean, my favorite line in the whole thing is, people know the city was named after Moses Cleveland, and the city was respelled just to save space on the front of the newspaper. They took a guy's name, and they go, well, this ain't going to fit, so they took the A
So
out.
they dropped the A.
Yeah, took the first A out.
He never actually came to Cleveland when it was named Cleveland either.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Not only did he never came back to Ohio.
Yeah.
This is a guy who showed up. He was working for some company back then. It was all called the Connecticut Western Reserve. Basically the eastern half of the country was called that. And this guy comes in, and it's his job to oversee what's going to be what. And he leaves and never comes back. And these dopes named the city after this guy who leaves and never comes back. It's not like he goes, it's such a beautiful, the lake's right there and the river. My wife and I are going to start our family here. Nothing like that.
Like, at least LeBron came back. He left, but
LeBron
he
came back.
So that was Moses. He said, nah.
The first permanent European settler in Cleveland was someone named Lorenzo Carter, who built a cabin on the banks of the Cuyahoga River. It would have been a lot more fun had the city been named after Lorenzo Carter than Moses Cleveland. Because Moses Cleveland was just like, I have no connection to this town. I'm here on a work gig, and I'm never coming back. And the city thought, that's awesome. We're going to pull statues of you and, So this nonsense about people leaving and never coming back and being opposed to that, you named your city after a guy who left and never came back. Should have called it Cartertown or Lorenzoville or something. We could all be hanging out in Lorenzoville, Ohio, had they named it after a guy who came and stayed.
I think you can just call it Lorenzo, Ohio. Like, I think that's, you don't even have to have the town or Lorenzo
I like Ville.
land.
I'm a sucker for a Ville.
I like a land. I mean, you make
Lorenzo land.
Lorenzo land.
Sounds like an amusement park. No.
And then maybe we'd have better publicity.
The first guy just happened to have land in his name. His name was Cleveland. It wasn't Cleveland land. Cleveland, right? And I don't know how many people know this.
That would have been fine. I would have been fine with it. Cleveland land.
Cleveland land. This is the land. I don't know how many people know this, but to this day, 226 years later, people, locals, can't do this if you're not a local, locals refer to Cleveland as the land. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Yeah. They're just getting it out there. They're just letting people know we call Cleveland the land.
We should do our own documentary about Cleveland before it was the hustling, bustling metropolis that it is now. We should call it the land before time. Wouldn't it be the time before the land? No, the land before time.
As long as
it just has a better ring to it.
As long as it includes some grainy footage of an old pubic stare at Public Square. Because Public Square, that was the center of town. Mm-hmm. And then this Cleveland guy goes, I'm done. Call me when somebody wins the Battle of Lake Erie. We'll figure it out after that.
We're going back up to Lake Getchagoom.
That's right. There was a war fought against Ohio City over the bridge. I love that, too, that they just were going to fight because Ohio City and Cleveland couldn't get along, and they each wanted the bridge. And,
Isn't the point of having a bridge so you can get across it? Like,
yes.
If only one side's got it, then it's...
It's called
weird.
a bridge.
Yeah.
You're supposed to bridge two communities.
Yeah.
Let's form a bridge. Not even physically, but emotionally. Let's form a bridge of whatever. So anyway, 226 years. A plain dealer ran a thing. How to celebrate.
I never really understood the idea of having neighborhoods on addresses. Like, is Ohio City an actual city?
No, it's Cleveland, Ohio.
It's Cleveland.
It's a neighborhood, but it's not an address.
Because
that's all Cleveland. Like when I lived in Tremont, it's all Cleveland.
Because I've seen people literally list their address as Brooklyn, Ohio, and I'm like,
well, that's a suburb. I don't think that's a neighborhood. Brooklyn is its own thing.
What about is Old Brooklyn the same as Brooklyn?
Don't know. But some of those are townships that will have their own postal code and whatnot.
And that's why I was confused by it. It's all very confusing. I know we're not New York City and there's not like a bunch of boroughs.
Pretty sure
but
Old Brooklyn is just also Cleveland.
Okay.
I think that's just a neighborhood.
Because I saw someone list their address as Brooklyn. I was like, okay. So you're not Cleveland, you're Brooklyn.
Alan, I was named after my dad, and he also left and never came back.
Hey.
Ron out there in Willoughby.
Yeah, Old Brooklyn's just a neighborhood. It's still Cleveland.
Okay, I've got to take a break. Next chance for you to grab some money is on the way about 20 minutes from now. 2:30, you can go fuel yourself, and I'll have $1,000 for you to win. If you want to text for anything else, 35192. If you're listening on the iHeartRadio app, you can leave us messages there.
The Alan Cox Show.